That's not the way to Mr. Edgar's class.
It's a shortcut. Come on.
I don't want to be late, Josh.
What's the big deal?
I pride myself on my punctuality, that's all. Fascinating architectural elements here.
Don't try and change the subject. The truth is, you just can't wait to see Janice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then what's this? Aha. Just as I thought. Giving gifts to Janice, are we?
It's a science partner present.
Case closed.
I'm just being a good, conscientious science partner, okay? Now give it back.
I wasn't born yesterday, you know. Hey, that's weird.
What is?
This store wasn't here yesterday.
I wouldn't do that.
What does it mean?
Don't you recognize the universal sign for do not enter?
When you say universal, do you mean even an alien in the far reaches of the universe would understand it?
Oh, brother.
Don't be a wuss. Cool! Hey! Where's a skateboard when you need one?
Josh, come out of there!
Come on!
Mr. Edgar's gonna be really mad.
I'll tell Janice you have a crush on her.
You wouldn't!
Elliot has a crush on Janice!
Okay, just shut up.
What do you think they use it for?
Probably a torture chamber. Can we go now?
Wait, look! I wonder what it's for.
Whatever you do, don't pull it!
Could be a drain of some sort. What is that?
Nice little guy. Nice little man.
See? He was harmless.
Can we go now?
Now, they might be a problem.
Have you and Josh chosen your project yet? As if. I've petitioned Mr. Malcolm to be exempt from this silly class. You gotta be kidding me. A petition? Who signed it? I did, 100 times.
Gentlemen, so glad to see you. Now, where is the chalkboard?
It's right behind you, Mr. Edgar.
So it is, Victoria. Very perceptive. But let's try to keep the talking to a minimum.
But
Let it go.
The youth of today, when I was your age, we didn't speak unless spoken to. Socrates didn't have the patience for it. He had this paddle. What is it, Gilbert? Sweaty. Not good. Very bad. Thank you, Gilbert. Seems someone has let the imps out. Can't tell you what trouble that means.
What are imps?
Imps? They're vile, disgusting little pests. Fetid, odious, filthy things that ought to be expunged for what they did to... Yes, well, let's just say they're not very pleasant creatures. Mr. Malcolm wants anyone to report anything out of the ordinary.
Uh-oh.
Elliot, is there something you wish to say?
We did see something.
You did? What?
A creature. A big, hairy, nasty-looking creature. Maybe he let the imps out.
When was this?
Just now. Elliot and I were on our way here when we saw this big, hairy creature with big yellow eyes staring at us from the shadows.
He was big and hairy, you say?
Yeah, big and hairy, and he had 3 heads and green goop dripping from his mouth.
Which of them?
Which of who?
You said he had 3 heads, so which of them was it?
Oh, the 3rd head, the one on the left.
That's the most pathetic lie I've ever heard. I can't believe Mr. Edgar's falling for it.
The only creature that looked anything like that was the middle twiddle diddle monster. Fearsome beast.
I don't think it was that, sir.
Couldn't be. The middle twiddle diddle monster is extinct. Happened back in year 12. Not soon enough, if you ask me. Oh my. I left my underwear out. You don't want imps getting hold of them. Could be catastrophic. Must hurry!
We should have told him the truth.
Are you nuts? We weren't supposed to be in the room in the first place.
Whose fault is that, I wonder?
Do you want to find out what detention is like? This is Creepschool.
Good point.
Somebody better catch him.
And quick.
Very funny, Janice. Give it back.
Give what back?
Stop kidding around.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Get a grip.
Then where did it...
Now what's the problem?
Who did that? Come here, you little monster!
The imps are running amok. We have to stop them. This monster you saw, could you describe it again?
Sure, no problem.
Gilbert, bring over the mirror. Go ahead, Josh.
Well, he had 3 heads. Hey, that's rad. You see that, Elliot?
Continue, please.
Right. 3 heads, green goop dripped from one of the mouths.
The left mouth.
It had curled up claws that glowed red and was covered in gross, slimy scales like a yucky lizard.
I beg your pardon.
I thought you said it was hairy.
I meant scaly.
Anything else?
It had 2 tails and it chased me and Elliot through the library, and we had to split up to get away.
Why didn't you mention this yesterday to Mr. Edgar?
I thought we did.
No, you didn't.
Well, that's because we didn't want to scare the girls. You see, we saw the monster licking its chops right outside the room. A big slurping noise. I think it even burped.
Very odd. Never seen anything like it. Still, if that's what you say you saw, Josh, then it must be true.
Mr. Malcolm, why is it so important to find this creature? Why not just catch all the imps?
That's the problem, Elliot. Only the person who let the imps out can put them back in. And if we don't get them in soon, they're sure to unleash the dark forces.
What dark forces?
The unmentionable dark forces.
They come from deep below the foundations of the school.
And no need to scare them, Gilbert. Still, if that happens...
The school will eventually implode and be sucked down into the bowels of the earth, every creature being plunged into boiling hot...
Thank you, Gilbert.
Oh.
We have
to tell him the truth. You heard him.
We agreed we wouldn't.
That was before the unmentionable dark forces were in the picture.
Don't worry. I'm going to fix this.
Oh, yeah? How?
You're gonna help me.
Come to mama, you little squirt.
Do you think Josh and Elliot let them out?
If they didn't, I bet they know who did. Whoever heard of a three-headed monster?
Coast is clear.
Close your eyes. You are lying on a private
What is
beach
that?
in Acapulco.
My personal relaxation tape.
Ah!
Not another imp attack, please.
Hate to say this, but that sounded too big for an imp.
There's got to be an imp vanishing spell somewhere in here.
We've checked every index, chapter heading, and photo credit. We might as well just turn ourselves in. It's the responsible thing to do.
But I'm still a kid. I don't have to be responsible.
What was that? Someone's in here.
You don't think it's one of those unmentionable thingamajiggies?
If it were, I wouldn't mention it. That's
My creature! That's impossible! I made him up! How can this be happening?
Do you really want to discuss this now? Run! We need to split up!
Why?
It'll confuse it! Josh? Josh? What have we done? See, Mr. Malcolm, I'm equally to blame here. But we found this room, and we pulled this plug, and that monster we made up really does exist. And I think it ate Josh. Man, I am so up the river.
Who's there? Hello? Anyone? Boy, I wish Elliot were here. He'd know what to do.
Be a grown-up, Elliot. Be mature.
Do we have to do this now?
Yes, Josh said they went down this hallway. I'm sure we'll find a clue or something. They're behind this. I know it.
But I look silly. What if someone sees me?
Oh, come on. This is Creepschool. No one's gonna notice.
You think so?
Not really. But if they say anything, we'll just say it's the coolest, hippest, most avant-garde haircut this side of Creepschool.
All right. How's my dress?
Oh, you look fine. Relax. Hey, what's this? There's a note inside. A gift for you.
Very poetic. Who's it from?
It's not signed.
I think Elliot wrote it.
No way.
Yes, Way. I think he's got a crush on you.
What makes you say that?
My woman's intuition.
Oh, well, then it must be true.
Bite me.
Hello? Take that! And that, you beast!
Elliot?
Josh? You're alive! I thought that thing ate you!
Luckily it didn't, but it doesn't mean it won't.
Where are we?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Logic would dictate that if there's a way in, there's a way out. I came from that way. Or was it over there?
That's the problem. We could really use a lantern right now.
What the heck?
Wait, it could be a trap.
I think we're already trapped.
Right. I knew that. Just testing.
Gertrude, what happened?
Those little demons, that's what. And it's all your fault.
I quite understand that you're upset, but I'm doing everything that...
It's those kids. They're behind this mess. I'm sure of it. And they should be expelled.
Oh!
This time those imps glued them on.
I promise you, I'm doing my best. Once we find the person responsible, we'll get the imps put away.
It better be quick. Otherwise, you're doomed, Malcolm. Doomed.
You've really done it this time, you know?
Hey, give a guy some slack.
What happens if we don't get out of here?
We develop really good eyesight to see in the dark?
I'm serious. We've got to get those imps back. Not to mention do something with that monster you created.
How was I supposed to know it had come alive?
If we had just told the truth, we wouldn't be in this mess.
You gotta admit, it's an adventure, right?
Why me? This is either the biggest room in the entire world, or we're walking in circles.
I'm so hungry. Can you imagine biting into a burger covered with grilled onions, cheese, ketchup, and pickles right about now?
I'm actually craving egg salad.
What's that smell?
Smells like a...
Burger!
This doesn't make sense.
Who cares? This is the best burger I've ever had.
Josh, I want you to imagine a soda.
What I'd give for a soda. Hey, how did that happen?
We must be in your imagination. It makes total sense.
You lost me, Chief.
You imagined that creature, and it came alive. So where else could it bring us to but the place from whence it came? We're in your imagination. Which explains why we've been in a void for so long.
Are you saying if I imagine it, it'll come?
Pretty much.
Whoa! Short circuit.
Elliot! Janice! How'd you find us?
I love you, Elliot.
You do? Very funny.
Look, I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
If you could just imagine something useful instead of making fun of me.
I said I was sorry.
That's it. You can imagine us out of here.
I can?
Well, don't you see? Just think of a doorway.
Well, then.
It's nice to be home.
So that's the whole story.
We're ready for any punishment you'd like to inflict, sir.
Nonsense! Not in Creepschool!
But we broke so many rules.
Yes, you did. But as I like to say, take yes for an answer. Now, we must hurry. Those imps must be returned post-haste.
All right, slap me 5.
Don't push it, boys. I can always change my mind.
Coming. Right behind you.
Repeat after me.
After me. Sorry.
Oopsa, doopsa, boopsa.
Oopsa, doopsa, boopsa.
Imp, imp.
Imp, imp.
Meow.
You gotta be kidding.
Just do it!
Meow.
Put me down, I said! Ow!
And I get my hands on you.
Another day's good work.
Elliot,
Yeah?
you awake?
What is it?
Thanks for not ratting on me to Mr. Malcolm. You're all right.
You shouldn't lie, you know.
Lie is such a strong word, don't you think? I simply used my imagination, that's all.
There you go again. You're bending the truth. You're lying about lying.
Okay, you're right. I lied.
You can't even say it. You're hopeless.
Elliot,
Oh, this can't be happening.
sorry I teased you about Janice.
That's okay. It was kind of nice hearing her say what she said.
So you do like her! I knew it! I knew it!
You creep!